As soon as I hear the word equity, you know what that tells me? I'm listening to a legal moron who's never litigated, who's never truly litigated, who's never pounded it out. Because equity, basically, God didn't bring my Burton's thesaurus. As you see, I'm outdoors. This is not AI. It's remedy. It's relief. It's what almost every legal vehicle has at the very end, called the prayer for relief. Let's say a prayer for relief, right? So we can get our equitable relief. That's it, right? Well, because you don't want to go do your homework. You don't want to research. You just want to rely on these people that are just going to throw all this legalese at you, and you're going to like, oh, okay, he knows what he's talking about, or she knows what she's talking about. I wasn't even going to go to the DEI part of that. So, it hit me last night. I was like, man, these poor folks, they just don't know what they're doing. They don't know what they're listening to. They're confused, obviously. They've been taught wrong. So, I always bring my buddy. Black's Law. So much is it my buddy, I actually brought a copy out from prison, and somebody stole it from me. Imagine that. It was already highlighted, had all the good shit already, yeah. But they needed it more than I did. So, just for giggles, because I already knew what it was without having to go dig through a gazillion different definitions to express exactly what equity is. So you guys don't get lost in the quagmire of the bullshit that you're being fed like a damn mushroom. These people are killing you guys. They're taking your money, taking your time, taking your energy, espousing gibberish, basically. Okay? So I jammed up Chat GPT, and again, look, hey, you're going to find out, folks, that, we all knew or found out that Wikipedia was controlled. So don't think for a hot minute that all these AIs aren't controlled. Okay, so take it with a grain of salt, please, because, if you go check out my boy James C. Lovett, the Bad Wolf, he'll tell you he gave up on Chat GPT because, I was going through this a couple years ago when it first came out. I was like, man, I made this thing apologize to me 3 times and one answer. Wow, that's crazy. So anyway, aside from all that, let's find out. I just threw this in here, equity in the courts. You're switching from military strategy to equity in the legal sense, and I was asking it about a whole different subject. Some real Dr. Evil shit. I didn't mean for it to go back on this thread, but I thought I was actually in my portal, and yeah. So anyway, it just adopted onto this thread for some reason. So I'm going to read what it says here. In courts, equity refers to a body of principles developed to achieve fairness when strict application of law would produce an unjust result. Generally, that's when you take it to trial and you lose and you go out on appeal, and, you might get some intermediary relief between the trial court and the superior appellate court, which would be the United States Courts of Appeal or your state Supreme Court. Right? So Let me repeat that, okay? In courts, equity refers to a body of principles, not laws, not treaties, not acts, not agreements, just principles, okay? Developed to achieve fairness when strict application of law would produce an unjust result. Now, historically, in the English legal system, there were separate courts of law and courts of equity. Now, historically, in the English system, even though we do have an English system, we've Americanized it, there were separate courts. Not any longer. The courts of law could award money damages, while courts of equity could order remedies such as injunctions, preliminary, post, permanent, temporary, all kind of injunctions. Specific performance. Hey, you must do this. You must liquidate your assets. You must physically audit your assets. It could be anything for specific performance or rescission. Okay, that means to take back. Reformation, to like remold it, okay, make it different. Same, different. And the administration of trusts. Okay, now all of this applies to probably what you've been told that you're trying to accomplish with whatever you're trying to accomplish with whoever you're trying to accomplish it with. Okay, they throw in all this, just enough of this kernel of truth to get you hooked. And once you're hooked, yeah, you know what's next? That plastic. Yeah, because you're paying for shit. Now, today, most U.S. jurisdictions, law and equity are merged procedurally. That means the code of procedures, like the code of civil procedure, code of criminal procedure. Floyd, don't school me like that. Slow down. Okay. Again, I'll repeat. Today, in most U.S. jurisdictions, law and equity are merged procedurally, but equitable principles remain important. They remain important. Okay? Important. That's it. That's as far as it goes. A judge exercising equitable jurisdiction is generally concerned with what is fair and just under the circumstances, rather than merely applying a legal rule mechanically. Well, what's the first thing the court's supposed to do? Establish jurisdiction. Oh, shit, I let the cat out of the bag. Okay, so that's the first thing they're going to do. So you've got to overcome a few hurdles before you get there. Okay, did you pay a filing fee? Did you not pay a filing fee? You're on state level, federal level. There's all kind of little nuances you need to know about beforehand. Whew. Now, here are some classic equitable remedies that include injunctions, ordering someone to do or stop doing something. Specific performance, requiring a party to perform a contractual obligation. Constructive trusts and equitable liens. Rescission or reformation of contracts. Now see, that's probably where you're getting a little buffalo there. They throw in there, hey, look, constructive trusts and equitable liens. Okay, we're going to use our trust and we're going to do some equitable liens against people. Please don't do that. So frowned upon is it filing fraudulent liens in the state of Texas. It is in 4 different statutes. All right, my friends, 4. Texas Business Commerce Code, Texas Penal Code, Civil Practices Remedies Code, and the Texas Government Code. 4. There are also traditional equitable maxims, such as equity regards as done that which ought to be done. He who seeks equity must do equity. He who comes into equity must come with clean hands. Ooh, so you better not come to court with dirty fingernails, if you know what I'm talking about. I. So right there, I'm popping some bubbles. If you'd like to learn more about equity, the real way, and how it's applied legally and lawfully in the United States of America, the link to the full video is down below in the description. Thanks for watching. Look forward to seeing you over there. Bye. If you'd like to learn more about equity, the real way, and how it's applied legally and lawfully in the United States of America, the link to the full video is down below in the description. Thanks for watching. Look forward to seeing you over there.